Um, I think we should quick start tonight by addressing that we just had a video come out when we were Sans Wilson last week.
Yeah.
And it was just a conversation between Bradshaw and I, just talking about True Detective. I don't know if Bradshaw or Wilson, you've seen the interactions we've got on that video.
No.
Um,
No, I
okay,
haven't.
it's totally fine. It just I get notified every time somebody comments and things like that, so I'm not like expecting you guys to keep track of all that or interact with people that are commenting. But yeah, I guess Bradshaw and I we should have done research, or maybe I should have. Maybe it was more
But
pointed at me, but it was some good criticism, I guess, from our viewers, and that's what we want. I guess we want interactions with people, and it's great that they're
yeah.
commenting, if it's bad or good, or if it's just like some kind of critique on what we did. But I kind of tried to explain that it was just kind of like a spur of the moment conversation, so I wasn't kind of on the ball with knowing the names of every character in the show.
Oh yeah. No, me either.
And it's different when we have it kind of broken down and like, all right, this is what we're talking about, and here's all the people, and blah blah blah. It was just kind of like our
Yeah.
initial thoughts on the series, and so I mean, I'll just read one of the comments from 84 Buko. Could you guys do a little research and at least get the characters' names right when discussing this? Makes it kind of unlistenable.
Fair.
Fair, completely fair. I did reply back and said basically that we did this spur of the moment, and um, yeah, I mean we'll do better. I don't know. I don't know. Shows need to be researched for the most part.
Who's
Yeah.
who's
I
gonna
mean, we're
cry?
not.
And well, I think it's solely coming from a place of like people on YouTube at this day and age are like trained where if they see a video and it says in the title or in the like thumbnail or the topic it's about this thing, that these people are gonna like know what they're talking about, at least to like know the character names, and like they so they probably just got the idea that it was a more fine-tuned thing than just
Oh
an
yeah.
off the
No.
cuff like kind of.
Yeah, and I didn't preface that. It just kind of jumps into the conversation right off the bat. I didn't do any intro or anything like that. It was just like, I'm going to record this since we're kind of waiting on
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wilson. And
I wasn't even aware we were recording until like halfway through. I was like, I think we're recording.
I don't know. I think people are just like they have that weird secondhand entitlement to like the content that they watch, where it's like they hold it to a certain standard that they feel like they have to. It's weird.
no, I
Well, I think
understand that,
part
but
of it
they
though.
also need to listen to opposing ideas, and I'm listening to them being like, okay, maybe I should have done research, but I was like, this other commenter, and Bradshaw, just hold your thought for 1 second. I can't really pronounce her name, but she kind of dove into one of our insights or one of our understandings of. Well, she had the same comment saying, "I listened to the first few seconds, but then realized you guys haven't done much research." That's the start out. The reason why they are seeing things is it represents one, mental health, and two, spiritual connection.
Yeah.
Russ was able to see things in the first season, so this links to a connection to his skills, which is quite cool. Navarro has a family history of mental health issues, so the hallucinations are linked to that. I mean, I could have commented being really snarky because one of the characters, I think it was Rose, the Aunt Petunia from Harry Potter,
I don't
said
know.
basically don't confuse the spirit world with mental health. And so that
Right.
comment kind of disassembles what they're even preaching in the show. So I mean, it's a fine
Mhm.
line, and it's just a show, and it's just our take. You don't have to listen to what we have to say about it, essentially. But
Well,
I
like you said, it was a spur of the moment conversation and wasn't like some of our other stuff we've sat with and looked things up on. This we were just kind of talking one night.
yeah, and I was brain farting because it's
Well,
been like it's a week by week show, and I don't do other Like I think what they're alluding to is like you don't browse Reddit and look at all these people speculating on stuff. I don't look at I don't read everybody's names. I'm sure if I read every person's name, I would correlate that to the face. But me, I go with the flow, and whatever's presented to me in the moment when the show is live, that's what I take in and that's what I react to.
Right.
And to be fair, we did name a few people. It was just like I was blanking, and for some people that's really easy to recall names like that. For some it's pretty hard.
If I was heavily invested in it, I'd probably know more. But I was casually invested in it, so I didn't dedicate much to memory.
But I brought this up just because I want this type of interaction with our Twin Peaks stuff. This is the type of stuff like that we are asking for, and that we appreciate. And
I like that we got that.
Yeah, of course. And that's.
I am not salty about that at all. I'm happy with it.
For the most part, I was just really happy with my thumbnail. I thought that was very clever.
Thumbnail.
I tried to make our caricatures of us. I just put in the prompt: True Detective characters Rust and Marty Hart or whatever. And then that's what pooped out. So we kind of both look like a disheveled Matthew McConaughey from future version of him in the show, but whatever.
I'm good with that.
So yeah, we're looking for those types of interactions because I think a lot of people's interpretations of Twin Peaks would be a lot more interesting than people's interpretations of True Detective, because that's more that's more like a singular interpretation of the things you're seeing, as far as like if we're watching together, Wilson's frame of mind might be way different than mine, like his mental state or what he's paying attention to. I brought this up a few times, like look at the shot and look at this shot, and Wilson would be like, oh yeah, I didn't even notice that, thanks for pointing that out. You're right, they used a lot of weird shots.
We've had that happen before where like one of our interpretations on something has been way different than somebody else's on a few different things that we've watched.
That's true too. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And that's what's awesome about kind of getting three minds together to watch something like this, a piece of media, and then what you take away from it.
Yeah, you get to see what the different people, other people see from it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like I don't even want to be like right in a conversation. I just want to be having a conversation about it.
But it did net us a few subscribers, and that's kind of cool. Got us a few likes and things like that. It got us a weird comment from a commenter that you guys can look through the comments if you want. I'm not going to name drop all these people, but the ones that had good criticism are.
What was the weird one? Like what? Why was it weird? I should say.
Well, it's just kind of alluding to maybe something kind of rude.
Yeah.
But we're going to get into Twin Peaks in a little bit here, and we want more of these comments. So anybody new that is subscribed and listening to us talk about whatever piece of media or whatever video, I mean, I'll get notified that somebody commented on some of our old content too, and I'll interact with that and make sure to shout them out. Because I want to like cultivate other minds to like, oh, do you hear this? This person said this about that. Like, let your thoughts flow through. If you're worried that people are gonna, I don't know,
spice.
People are gonna get, I don't know, up in arms on your opinion. I mean, we'll stick up. We'll stick up for you. I would say, like, we'll highlight that opinion or that comment or that take, and we'll make sure that it's featured and known and that it's all valid. We might not agree with that opinion, but I mean, it's just interesting to get everybody's mindset on things. So thanks to whoever did comment, if they were aliases or anonymous people, doesn't matter. Thanks for commenting and interacting with our stuff, and stay tuned for more Twin Peaks.